Thursday, friends. You know, there's been a lot of things going on in the economic world for the last week, and I thought it might be nice if we took a couple of those options over the next 2 weeks and break them down. The first one being lowering of the corporate tax rate. Now, I think if the last few years since the pandemic have taught us anything, it is that it's very important, in fact, vital to the economy to keep a strong job market intact. Now, one way to do that, in order to do that, is that companies have to have money to spend on expansion. They can't create jobs if they don't have the money to do so. They can't expand if they don't have the money to do so. And they won't have the money to do so if the government taxes them at 35%, which is what the tax rate was prior to 2017. Now, since 2017, or in 2017, then the Tax Cuts and Job Act was passed, and it lowered it from 35% to 21%. Now, what had happened prior to that is that corporations were moving their headquarters overseas, usually to Ireland, to take advantage of lower tax rates and make more money so they could expand. That expansion did not always benefit the United States. So we lost the tax revenue, we lost the jobs creation, and that was hindering recovery. So now, once we did that, corporations started moving back and the jobs market came back to where it needed to be. Unemployment went down to a good level. So it's important to keep that, and that is what has kept us out of a recession during times of high inflation and things like that. In the late 70s, we had high inflation and we had a high unemployment rate. And if you go back and look at your economic history, it was not very good then. So these lower taxes encourage economic growth and expansion, which is something that we want to have a vital economy. Now, an argument is that larger corporations benefit from this. Well, who cares? They're creating jobs, and that's keeping the job market strong. And so they benefit, we benefit. That's just, dare I say it? That's just good common sense. So tomorrow's Friday. Why don't you go use yours?
Take me away, I don't mind. You better promise me I'll be back in time. Come on, gotta get back in time. Here we go now. Don't bet you I wanna roll on the dice. Bad to remember, lightning never strikes twice.